Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. So in today's Star Citizen video, I thought I'd go ahead and do something a little bit different than what my normal videos are, and wanted to give you guys my top favorite 3 guns in Star Citizen. Now these are not the top 3 best guns or anything like that, and we're not talking about specs or stats or anything like that. This is the guns that I like to use, my go-to weapons, the guns that are super easy to get pretty much anywhere across the verse, and that are just, you know, generally great looking guns and fun to use. So I want to dive into this shop. We are here right now at Area 18, and it has a pretty cool weapon shop here. Lots of good weapons here. But weapons can be bought at any main location and any of your space stations and Lagrange points. So let's take a look around this gun shop and see what they have in here, and then I'll grab my 3 favorite weapons and we're going to go just kind of test them out. Okay guys, so we are here at Area 18, we are at the Cubby Blast, and this is pretty much just where I spawn, you know, before every patch. So this is where normally I get loaded up, kind of my first go out into the verse during the, you know, the new patches and stuff. You can get some pretty decent weapons here. It doesn't have all my favorite weapons, but we're going to gear up here and get a few things to go out and try some of these weapons out. I love that it has a little extra room back here with kind of like the armor display, though you don't really need it. Most of the time, everything you need is right here at the little terminals, but it is cool that they have, you know, actual displays still, or mannequins where you can actually go up and still buy the things off the walls, which is great. So, okay, guys, we're just going to get right into this. We're going to go down to one of the planets. We're going to get some targets set up, and we're just going to see what these guns are like, and I'll explain why I like the ones that I personally like. And don't forget, let me know in the comments, what do you guys use? What are your favorite weapons so far? I like every patch. I know they seem to change every now and then, but which weapons are you going for? Okay guys, we are here on Lyria, and we're going to just come right over here, and we're going to start with weapon number 3 on my list that I just pick up pretty much all the time. It's pretty much the tried and true little trusty little P4, the little P4R. Not a bad gun. It does pretty well. And it's number 3 on my list because you can pretty much find it anywhere. A lot of the enemies carry it. It's easy to find ammo, and it's not too bad, as you can see right here. Not gonna say it's laser beam, but I mean, you can hold it. If I can focus on this little area right here, you can kind of, I mean, I can keep it on there pretty easy. So it's not too bad of a gun, especially with some good attachments. I have a little suppressor on it right now with the little sights, and that's pretty much it. Not too bad of a weapon. Okay, so this leads us to number 2 on my list, which is the Karna rifle. Now, I know probably get a little backlash from this one. I know it's not the best weapon in the game, but for whatever reason, I like the way it fires and I like the way it sounds. This one is set up right now with no attachments, and I don't know what it is. I just really enjoy using this. I know a lot of the AI use it because this sounds like the normal sound that you hear when you're getting shot at by, you know, the AI. But it does kick quite a bit more, as you can see. It wants to rise up a lot more, but it packs a pretty dang good punch. I mean, I can take him down pretty quick with this weapon, even with all the desync. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about that one. I do like the way it reloads as well, how it slides into the magazine slot. And this, guys, leads me to my number 1 favorite weapon in the game, is the P8, and I think it's just a fantastic weapon all arounder. It's my, what I would consider my laser beam type gun. Again, this is just my opinion. Everybody can have their own opinion of this, but I really enjoy using this. I love the rate of fire. I love the accuracy of it, and for whatever it seems like in the last couple of patches, it got a little bit of a damage boost. But we're gonna aim right here. And I do have like a 2x scope on it with a silencer, and you can see right here, it does pretty well. Now that's me, that's just bad aiming on my part. It normally does a lot better than that. And as you can see, the recoil is quite a bit to handle, but in short bursts, it does really good, and if you aim for right about the center mass, you end up hitting him in a nice headshot. So next we have the C54 SMG. Now it has no attachments on it, and this would probably be my runner-up, I guess, if the top three weren't available. Again, it's another weapon that a lot of the AI use, so I think it's pretty dang good. And you can see it's kind of all over the place, kind of like the P8. I think most of your SMGs are kind of like that right now. And we got our Xeno threat going on right now, so that keeps popping up every about 10 seconds. So yeah, again, the recoil is kind of crazy. So next, I thought it was only prudent that we throw in one of the LMGs. This is the FS9. This used to be the preferred SMG. I'm not sure whether it stands on the list now that it kind of got nerfed a little bit. I don't see it packing as much punch as it did, or in my experience. And the ammo count was reduced from the 100 down to the 7.5, but it's still not a bad SMG. I think it has a little bit better accuracy than the other SMGs, but that's just my take on it. Okay, so next on the list we have the Gallant Boneyard rifle here. Not one of my favorite rifles, but I have kind of started using it in some multiplayer, and I was kind of doing pretty decent with it, so it may be something I look more at, but for now it's kind of still on the back burner. I think it is the, you know, the burst fire that kind of gets me. But man, a couple of bursts and they are pretty much down. And it seems to have pretty decent accuracy as far as staying right there. I mean, I'm not even moving my mouse and it's just hitting the exact same spot, which I think is perfect with 3-round burst. It should act like that. So now we have the BR2 shotgun. I thought it was only prudent I throw a shotgun into the mix. So let's see how this baby works. I'm not sure about the other shotguns, but the rate of fire seems like it was slowed down just a tad from when I've used it before. I could be wrong about that, but it does seem a little bit slower. I feel like this is like one of the more powerful, especially like over the Devastator. It seems like more of my shots hit. It doesn't seem like the Devastator is as accurate as this one. But either way, it's a shotgun, and up close and personal, it's going to do pretty decent. I mean, you can already kind of see the spread when it hits the rock right there. It's pretty wide. So I guess it just depends on how close you are. And so last but definitely not least is the AO3 sniper rifle. I did not pick this in the top 3 just because, you know, it's not a normal weapon I use all the time. I'm not too particular on the sniper rifles right now. There's just so much desync that when I've been in PvP or, you know, definitely like in the live servers, the verse and stuff, the desync is so bad. I just haven't had that great a look with it unless you're at a really good stationary position. But it definitely has a pretty decent rate of fire, which I definitely like. It is my preferred sniper rifle. But yeah, guys, that's kind of all I have for the weapons themselves. These were just some of mine that I like, that are easy to acquire in-game, that won't break the bank or anything. You know, there's lots of stuff in the game. There's railguns and grenade launchers and things like that. But I wanted to show off some of the weapons that were just normal gameplay, and to show how they function, what they sound like, you know, shooting patterns and things like that, just in case you're interested or you haven't run across them yet and you wanted to know what they're like. So yeah, guys, that's it. I'm not going to babble on here anymore. If I pronounced anything, you can surely let me know in the comments. Somebody always does. If you're interested in this nice little ship that I flew down here, this is the Reliant Core, and I just did a video on that, and it's pretty cool. It's something I've been flying lately. I have plenty of ships, but I've just been more or less just playing around this for like a little daily driver. But again, I will link that video if you're interested in the ship. I did a little review on it. It's pretty cool. They've done a pretty good job with it. I hope they do a refresh on some of these, like the starter ship, the Titan, the Core. But yeah, guys, that's it for the FPS stuff. thanks for sticking around. Thank you guys always to the port. Seriously, the comments and stuff and things like that. If there's something that you want to see, or maybe some other weapons you'd rather see, just let me know. I'll do my best to try to get that out to you. And as always, guys, I will see you on the next video.